Hey guys, today's video is going to be a little bit different and I'm really excited because I'm going to be showing you guys just some design ideas that I'm already working on and a few concepts to keep an eye out for in 2026 because I have a lot of designs that I am currently thinking about working on and not much of 2025 left to have them tested and released for. If you know me, you will know that I have released a slightly ungodly amount of patterns literally since like June time, and I've been on a bit of a crazy just designing mission to do loads and be really productive, and it's kind of had a bit of a switch over the last few months because I've been working on some slightly larger designs, some more suited for colder weather, so more coverage obviously. And because of that, it has taken me a little bit longer to work up the designs myself, to get it tested, to then get it all edited, released, all of that. So I thought I could give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of everything to look forward to next year that I've already started to think about, that I'm already working on, or that I will be working on very shortly. I'm Jessie of Crochet by Jessie. Let's get into today's video. First things first, I'm going to show you guys the design that I'm currently working on. I've been working on it for a while. It's taken longer because I've been very fortunate and I've been away on 2 trips during the whole process of designing it, which has set me back a couple weeks already. And it's a new design kind of shape as well. It's not like I'm doing another jumper or another top and I kind of know the construction already. It's a cardigan and I'm really happy with how I am doing the construction, but the whole process did end up taking longer as well because yeah, it's a new shape and I've nailed it and I'm really happy with it. But yeah, it just took ages to figure it out. So this is what we have currently. I have got the entire of the body part except for the final ribbing done for this cardi. So I've got like a neck hole space, I've got my armholes already, I've attached it all. So this whole body, you only have to basically close up the top part. Everything else is all attached in one piece because what took me so long to design this is I wanted a kind of like seamless fit. I didn't want it to look like it had all been kind of attached together because although that can look nice, that wasn't really the style I wanted because I feel like I've kind of avoided that style with other designs, including the jumper. So yeah, I wanted to see if I could replicate it. So this is how this part's looking. I'm also, currently I'm working on the sleeves. I've got another sleeve that I've started, but this is the one that I've currently like don't have my yarn attached to, and that has made a bit more progress. So the sleeves are working up. I have to finish the sleeves, add a cuff to the sleeves, do the overall ribbing around the cardi and then create the buttonholes, attach the buttons. But I have done the vast majority, but putting into consideration that this is going to take a while to test, there is no way that it is physically possible that it's going to be released this year. I'm also planning to have this as part of a co-ord. So the plan is I'm going to have a kind of crochet tank top underneath this, which is going to be like a negative version where the colors are flipped around. It's because I've really wanted to do a co-ord for literally ages, and I know a lot of people are going to enjoy having like a cardigan design, and obviously with a jumper you can't really showcase your work if you've got a matching top underneath, but if you've got a cardi on you definitely can. So yeah, the second I thought, okay, no, I'm going to actually do this, I've been so excited ever since. That is the design that has been taking up like all of my time. I did also have a quick pause on that so I could finish the fingerless gloves and beanie set, the Animos set, which I've just finished and I'm going to have tested, but that's going to get done this year, so we're not really going to worry about that as much. But it has set the cardi progress back a little bit, but I think it's worth it. I've also started to do this thing where I've got a series of drawers in my room, and I'm trying to dedicate most of this one to future projects and kind of keeping the color palettes that I have in mind. So in this box, I have 2 color palettes. I'm going to try and hold it and show you guys at the same time. I have one color palette, which is basically this section here, not including the multicolored stuff. So like literally this section here. I think I'm gonna do another cardigan. I want to do the ribbing and the extra details in this blue, which is why I've got some more of it. You guys didn't see that. I was thinking I was being too smooth with that. So yeah, that's the vibe I'm going for. It's a very different color palette to what I typically use. I'm really trying to be mindful of having all of my projects look very different. But yeah, that's going to be another cardi. Depending on how I'm feeling, maybe we'll add a co-ord top again, just because I feel like those colors are a little bit more springtime. And because of that, I want to be able to have like a spring set because I feel like cotton's so versatile. You can do so much with it. And I love spring sets, to be honest. So I'm going to try and get that done. Maybe it'll be done in time for spring. hopefully I'll be really, really productive once I get this cardi done. But I feel like I never know how quick or slow I'm going to be until I really get into a project. One thing I will say is the other cardigan that I'm working on, which is currently unnamed still, I feel like it's taking me longer mentally because I'm only using 2 colours. I don't know why, but when I have like loads of colours like this for palettes, I feel like I just get through it quicker because I'm more motivated, because I like seeing the different colours get added. Tell me if you guys are the same or if I'm kind of crazy for that, but I genuinely think that's a thing. My second colour palette, and I'm going to try not to throw yarn at you guys this time, is this section here, all going down. This one, I'm really looking forward to it because I have wanted to do like a dual darker toned piece for ages, to be fair, for months. It's always been like a colour palette I really like, and I've always been told it goes really nice with dark hair, so I guess I'm drawn towards it naturally. And yeah, I'm going to do a jumper. It's going to be a bit of a different jumper compared to the previous ones that you've seen. I'm going to be going a little bit more ribbing crazy. I'm planning to do ribbing at the bottom, more of a ribbed kind of neck this time to give it a different shape compared to the Eros jumper and Tesserae jumper. It's going to have more of a ribbed cuff because my Tesserae jumper has a ribbed cuff, but I'm going to be doing it in a different style where it's going to come across like a little bit thicker and chunkier, and I'm not going to end up folding it backwards, I don't think. That's what I'm planning in my head. I may change it, don't hold me to it, guys, because I feel like with the design process, everything is constantly changing. So we will see what happens. But yeah, these are the projects where I'm either working on it or I've got the colors ready for it. And yeah, I could start it, well, I need to think of an actual pattern, but I could start it today, technically, because I have the yarn in front of me. I have a bunch of other projects that I want to do, which I do not have the yarn for, or I have yarn that I've kind of got at the side, but I've not really thought of a colour palette for. So yeah, we'll see. I'll go through the rest of them now. Okay, so the other designs to look out for. Everyone, myself included, really, really likes the Acropolis top. I love it so much. Getting to wear it in Athens with the Acropolis in the background, that was a very, very cool moment for me. And because of how much I love the design, and I feel like that design is very much summer for me, hence me literally wearing it in like 23 degrees or 25 degrees on the day. It was great. I love cotton in literally all types of weather. So I was thinking what would be a really good way to kind of give the Acropolis design a new leash on life, and I thought it would be potentially by making it into a dress. I am yet to do a Mosaic Crochet dress. It has been a goal for a while. Like, I've really wanted to do that. And part of me is thinking if I can be really, really on it with the other designs that I want to do once I finish this cardi, if I can start it as close to the beginning of 2026, that would be great, because obviously, again, I need to get it tested. Testing's gonna take a while. You want it to still feel relevant, because I don't really want to release the kind of dress I have in mind like later on next year. I feel like once it gets to September, October time, I've missed the peak, which is like spring, summertime, especially considering you guys like need to make it as well. So I need to time that one well. The plan is I'm going to do the same colors as I did for the actual top, because for me, that is very much, it encapsulates the Acropolis design that I started, because it's very, very Greek colorway, and I fell in love with it for that reason. So I am thinking, we'll see how this goes. I'm thinking about doing the top in a similar fitting to, well, the top of the dress in a similar fitting to the top. I then want to do like a section of just regular traditional crochet, which is where you can add as many increases as you want, make it as flowy as you want. And part of me thinking I'll do that section. I would want it in white, but then I'm also just like, is that smart or not? Maybe blue would be smarter, but I want it in white. So we're going to see how that part goes when I get closer to it. And then I want to add like a really nice trim of Mosaic Crochet at the bottom. It's going to kind of be like a different shape, but if you get what I mean with the Kalos top, where I have like that regular traditional crochet section, I think I just smacked the mic. Sorry if that was like really loud. I'm going to have traditional crochet, and then I'm going to have the trim at the bottom, but obviously a lot more traditional crochet. And part of me is thinking it'd be really nice as well to kind of let people choose the length they want to have it, because if people are speedy and they want a longer version and they can get it done in the same amount of time, and then other people want to do like more of a mini kind of flowy skirt version, like, well, skirt to the dress, you can tell I have so many ideas in my head, and everything is just like, at the moment. And it's because I want to finish this project that I'm working on so bad so I can start these other ideas, because they sound like so much fun. And I'm like torturing myself by talking about it because I want to start it. But yeah, that is what I want to do. I want the Acropolis dress to be a thing. I'm wishing myself luck, because I feel like that's going to potentially be more time consuming than the jumper. I'm hoping it won't be, because it's traditional crochet for like the main body of it. I'm hoping that's going to work up quicker. That's kind of what I'm telling myself. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that one. Outside of the wearable kind of category, I've had a few people say that they'd really like it if I made a bag. I did do bags a while ago. I have got some designs out for that, but I haven't done a bag design in quite a long time, to be honest. I feel like it's been a couple years, and I feel like it would be really, really fun to do it. And I want to do like a tote bag. I feel like that would be awesome. So maybe using some of the yarn stash that I've already got, because again, I'll want it to be Hobbies Friends Cotton 84. And I have thankfully got a bit of a stash, not including the stuff that I've already shown you. I've got like a whole other drawer full of colours that are ones left over from sets that I maybe got and I was using a couple colours in, or just ones I didn't finish for other projects, because that happens obviously. So I'm probably going to go through that and then end up making a bag. I don't know if I'm going to do a similar design to a previous one. Maybe, I don't know if I want to do like a Kalos bag or something like that. I really don't know. Now that I say that, I think I might actually have enough colours of the leftover from the actual Kalos top to make a matching bag. We'll see. But you can just, yeah, more ideas are going around in my head. I've also had a few crochet friends saying it would be really worthwhile to do kind of like a Mosaic Crochet headband. Being realistic, I am probably not going to be doing that as like a separate pattern, because I feel like it's going to be very much basic, and I do not want to be like, here's a pattern for this very small headband that you can kind of just attach with other projects. So what I'll probably end up doing with that is, with the co-ord that I'm currently working on with the cardi and the top, I think I might just do like a matching headband and just do like a little brief explanation of, if you want to do one like I have in some of my photos, this is all you need to do, because I genuinely don't think I can justify having it as a separate pattern, if you guys get what I mean, because yeah, it's not going to be a lot to do, and you'll have like most of the information, if not all the information you really need in the design already. So I don't want to just be awkward in that way. And after my friend mentioned it, I am now thinking about having like the trio of like the co-ord with a really cute accessory that matches. So I'm probably going to have to do that, because if not, I will not be able to get that idea out of my head. So very quick breakdown and summary of the colours for the projects I'm going for. We have got a very dark dual toned jumper that I'm going to be working on, which I've obviously shown you guys the colours for. We're going to have a little bit more of a cottage core kind of feminine vibe kind of colourway. I don't even know how to summarize it. Yeah, it's like cottage core, but with like a few slightly stronger colours. You can tell I'm not really sure with certain vibes, but all of these colours here are going to be included. Really looking forward to that, because that's a very different vibe to what I typically do. So those are the two that I've got the yarn for. Obviously the Acropolis dress is going to be the same two colours that I did for the Acropolis top. The bag, I'm wondering if I want to do like a bunch of neutrals and kind of have it as more of a staple piece, but then again, maybe I'll change my mind and make it really, really colourful. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it done next year, because I'm literally already planning out designs for next year, and I just don't know if I am physically going to be able to get it done. But something in general that is on like a major crochet bucket list for me, I'm obviously finishing a cardi now, and now that I have the construction down and I know what I'm going to do for it, I want to make a maxi cardi so bad. I feel like that would be absolutely gorgeous. It would be such a feature piece in literally everything that you wear. Hear me out. If I do make it, I'm feeling like loads of browns. I'm feeling like the rusty orange color. I think it's called cognac. Like, I always get that word wrong, so don't judge me. I want to use this color. I want to use like ochre. Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing browns and ochres and that color there, which I'm not going to try and say again. I think that would look really cute, and it is very much screaming autumn, so whether or not I can get that done remotely in time is going to be like a whole other thing. But that would be really fun, so we will see. I feel like I'm setting myself up to fail, because I released so many patterns initially once I started doing this, but I need to look back and be like, Jessie, these were tops. You could literally get them tested in a month. The stuff you're doing now is taking double, if not more than double the amount of time to get tested, and obviously for me to work it up myself. So I cannot expect to release a design a month, as I pretty much have been doing since I started this. But hey, maybe I'll get a few smaller top designs, bag designs, things like that done in between some of the larger projects so that it does work out that I'm still getting more patterns out, because I enjoy it. I'm building up a wardrobe and a catalogue of pattern designs, and you guys are getting to be a part of the process with me as well. So yeah, I feel like it's really fun to do it like this. If you guys have gotten to this stage of the video, then let me know in the comments below which design that I've spoken about today that you are most excited for and why. I would honestly say I'm currently stuck. I'm stuck between a few of them. I was about to say, I know which one's my favourite. They're all my favourite, low-key. I'm excited about getting my first co-ord done because that's something I've never done before. I'm excited about working with the dual colour palette for all those dual tones because I've wanted to do that for a really long time. And I'm excited to make my first ever dress. So I feel like I'm excited for different reasons. I'm excited for the cardi and the dress because it's making like a new shape for what I've done. And I'm excited for the jumper because it's using a colour palette I'm in love with. That's probably the closest to me saying my favourite, because I don't have a favourite. I love them all, which is why I want to design them. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more like this, as well as these designs when they're finished next year, then do subscribe if you're not already and press the bell to be notified when my next video is out. I am planning to do some updates on these designs whilst I am working on them next year, so you are going to be seeing like a little bit of a run through. It's not going to be me just presenting these pieces all finished, because it takes time and I am not able to go radio silent that long whilst I'm working on stuff because I just don't want to disappear. With all of that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!